Huh? Okay lah. Hello, welcome again to Artsphere 1969 Live. This is Wong SiLai here, and what I have got for you today? Today I'm going to make apple jam. Now, can I ask for a favor, please? Can you please help me to share this video with your friends? Because this recipe is very, very easy, and then Christmas is coming. It is a very useful recipe to have. Then I will tell you why later, okay? So can we please do our sharing now? I will do my sharing first, okay? I'll come back to you in a while. You know, when Christmas comes around, it's always a time where we have a lot of preparation to do. And in fact, if you learn this recipe, it's so simple, it can actually save you a lot of work, you know. As you know, my recipe is always so simple. Sometimes it's just throw in until I also don't know how to show you what to do, paiseh. But isn't it that's what we want, right? We want things to be simple, right? Okay. Yeah, share. Yeah. Okay. Ready? Okay, let's come back. Right. Now, what I have for you today is apple jam. You look here. Okay, this is made from apple here. Why you must learn this? Because this recipe has got no preservative, no artificial coloring. And then if you use organic apple, it's organic. Okay? Now, I have two versions here. This one here is just the very simple recipe. And no other things added in it. Okay? Now, the other one here, I actually added mint leaf, cinnamon, and cloves. You know, sometimes people don't like cinnamon, right? So that's why I made two different. So later I will just show you how simple this thing is, and then we will see how we can use it. Okay, right. So what do we start with? Apple, right? Okay. If you look at my recipe, I have one side says that very simple, only apple, sugar, and then I didn't even specify how much sugar to use. So it's actually according to how you like it, right? On the other side, I have the optional items, right? Like I mentioned, the cinnamon, and then of course you can use either powder or the stick form, yeah? And also you can add things like nutmeg also, okay? So right now, let me just quickly show you the very basic, simple one. When I let it cooking, then I'll do the rest, okay? So as usual, I like to use my noxa, right? Why? Because this is a all-in-one pot. You can do everything from pressure to stir fry, okay? So today I need two modes to use. I need to use a low pressure so that I can cook it faster, 5 minutes, okay? Right, so I will, of course, use apple lah, no? Right, to make things faster on the video, because my sister all complains that you talk so much and then cook, the video is too long, so I try to shorten everything. I use green apple for this round. I'll tell you later why, okay? Now, green apple, what you do is, just go supermarket and buy lah, okay? Then, take off the skin, the potato peeler also can peel apple skin, Take out the skin and then after that, cut it. I'll show you how to cut. Okay, I learned one way of cutting from my Japanese sister-in-law, which I find it very useful, okay? First, cut into two. Then if you want to take the core out, right, she showed me you take away the bottom first, okay? And then you take away the top, you see? So even the skin that you cannot peel off will come off here, right? See, you remove very little. Then you cut the apple quarter again. Then you remove the core, okay? Please don't eat apple seed, not because I don't want you to grow apple tree, but then apple seed is poisonous, okay? Now, also, one word of caution is when you want to cut the core, if you are not steady, please cut it on the chopping board, okay? And then hold the two ends, all right? Hold the two ends so that you don't cut your hand, okay? Very scary, if you do that. Be careful, Okay, so now, okay. See, so simple, right? And remember, this is the poison one. Don't eat, but you can grow them in your garden and hope that they will bear apples for you, Okay, we'll see next year whether you got apple tree with apples or not, okay? So, I forgot. Now, if you forget, never mind. Cut this way, okay? So there are many ways to cut apple, but I find that the way that my sister-in-law taught me, you minimize cutting a lot of apples thrown away, you know. Like for example, last time we just shave off like that, right? So all the apples get thrown away unnecessarily, okay? Right. Okay, cut. Okay, then what happens now? You just cut it into small slices so that it cooks faster, okay? Anyhow cut lah, huh? Like that, like that, like that, anyhow cut. No need to cut so nice because why? Later, you won't see them, okay? Okay, very simple here. Right, okay, what happens now? Just throw inside the pot, okay? Now, if you're not cooking immediately, you can always rinse them in some salt water. Like this one, you see, it's browning a little already. But, well, if you really got no time, so this is the way. You just prepare ahead and then, okay, just throw everything in. What else? I tell you, it's so simple until I also got nothing to show you. Okay, then next, because I'm pressurizing it, I need a little bit of water to start the steam for pressurizing. So how much water to put? Hi, my favorite word, algorithm. Okay, like if you really cannot, then you just measure 50 ml. Not 50 liter, 50 ml. Okay, right, and then put the cover on. Okay, right, start. Low pressure. Low pressure. I cheat a bit, 3 minutes, okay? Okay, it's all done. What else? Nothing to do already. So now is what? Chit-chat time. Yeah, okay. Now, let's talk about the sugar that we're going to use, okay? Last time, when I don't know, I always use white sugar, okay? Then I do some research because somebody tell me, actually white sugar is not very good for us. So what I do is, I start to use raw sugar, okay? Not advertising for any brand. Now, raw sugar, when I tasted it with, compared with the white sugar, it tastes the same, okay? Tastes the same. And it's just that white sugar, they are bleached. So that's why a lot of people, we don't like to use white sugar, all right? Plus, talking about the cinnamon, yeah? Okay? How much to use? I don't use very much because some people don't like the flavor. You just use a little bit for a hint, you know? Like sometimes you eat something, you just say, I taste something familiar that I know it, but I just don't know what is it. That is the best because these are all called secret recipe, right? Okay? So this one for display, I have already prepared some here. Okay, so later what I do is once the apple is cold, right, I will just scoop up half of it and then after that, the other half I will mix with the cinnamon and clove because these are spices that just give a hint, you know. See, like for example, Christmas is coming, right? And a lot of you will buy ham or that. So I remember when we buy ham, we will always score them and then we will stick the cinnamon, not cinnamon, the cloves, yeah. You know, they look like little nail. You know, Chinese they call it ting xiang. Yeah. So we just stick them all inside the ham, okay? And then we bake it, and then it will give the ham a very nice aroma. Okay, right now, come back to my table here. What do I have here? This is what I like to share with you, how you can use the apple jam, or you can also call it apple sauce, okay? Normally, Christmas come, we have ham, right? So we will have ham, and then we will slice them on the plate. And then what you can do is you can put the sauce over it. Or sometimes normal days, we will have chicken steak, roast chicken, chicken thigh, all that, right? So we can also use the apple sauce over it, okay? And then one more thing that I like so much is, you know what is this? Yes, this is a very yummy Ritz biscuit. They call it giam pia, okay? When you eat this with the apple sauce, I tell you, shokadum. Later my crew will try also, okay? I tell you, this is very yummy because there's a little salt in the cheese cracker. So when you blend it with the apple sauce, it's so yummy. Plus, one thing about cooking is later, if you look at my recipe, you will realize that I say, put a pinch of salt, right? Why? I learned this one, somehow it's a secret recipe that many people don't share. I find that when you do something sweet, you got to put a dash of salt to give it the improved flavor. Okay, like I call what the depth to it. Okay, so after the apple jam, when I put in the sugar, I will put in a little bit of salt. But if you don't have, when you eat with the biscuit now, you can find that the blending is very, very good. Okay, so what is so good about this applesauce? Christmas, you have guests coming, right? Or maybe birthday parties. So this is what you call 前菜. You can just fill them up with the crackers first, yeah. So later, whatever you cook not enough, it's not so bad, right? So mean. Okay, so you can feed them. I tell you, I must warn you first, don't start. Very, very hard to stop. Really, very, very hard to stop. Okay? Okay, I don't dip again, since I already bite into this one already. I take another one. Very hard to stop, really. You don't believe, right? Come. Yeah. See? Told you, right? Come. Handsome. For you. You see? I tell you, later they will be crowding around me again, okay? This one I gave them is the one with the cinnamon, okay? Wow, I tell you, look at that. It's so good. 不是我自夸. You try it, you will know, okay? And then also because this applesauce is bluff myself a bit lah. It's so-called healthy a bit, right? Because I cook it myself, right? And I also adjust the amount of sugar that I put inside. So remember, you don't have to put so much sugar if you don't like. Okay, now to prepare for the mint leaf, remember I said this version has got cinnamon, cloves, and mint leaf. So you just plug your mint leaf, okay? As much as you like. Smells so good. When I bought this plant home, wow, I was smelling it. No wonder they all like mint so much. It's so refreshing, So what I can do is later I can go back and then I'm going to cut them and then I'm going to pot them and then grow multiple plants. And then I can just use for my cooking. Just go and pluck and then cook. Okay? So you put your mint leaf together and then just chop them finely. But of course, if you want to put the whole mint leaf in, can or not? Can. Like I say, my style of cooking is no right or wrong one. It's up to you. You like it, then you do it, okay? Right. So I'm going to just chop up the mint leaf, and then later I will take out half of it. Okay? Right. Count down 2 more minutes. Okay. Chop up the mint leaf. Okay, just keep the tail. Okay. How simple. Anyhow cut. Okay? Anyhow cut. In order to make it easier, okay, just crush them all up and then, wow, I feel so pro. This is what I call small drill, small chip drill, yeah? Yeah, small chip drill, this way. Okay, now be careful with the knife, Okay, swipe it downwards, then you won't get cut, okay? Then use the back of the knife if you need to scrape it from your hand, okay? So these are just some little tips that I share with you all, Okay. So later, as usual, I will just take them and throw them inside. Okay. How long more do I have? 1 minute more. Okay, 1 minute. What else can I tell you? Okay. You can actually go to the supermarket to buy the spices. But please remember, when you put in the spices, don't put too much. Okay? Slowly put a bit. Always put a dash and then you add on. Because once you put it too much, it's very strong and then you can't take it out. Okay? Right. Anything else to share with you all? Yeah. The next thing we do is just to eat them, right? Okay. Done. Can you hear the beep, beep, beep? Okay, I'm going to release the pressure. Okay, if you're using the pressure cooker at home, make sure that your ceiling is not cabinet. All right? I mean, just a precaution now. Okay. So, 1, 2, hi. Sounds like the gambling den, right? 3, 4, 5 ตาย I always do that. Okay, my little truth. Okay, you see? Right. The apple pieces are still there, but once you stir it, okay, that's why I like to use a pressure cooker. Cooker is only 3 minutes only. Look, you see, you just press it against the side, and then it's softened ready. Okay, so now I'm going to use the stir fry mode. Okay, stop first, then stir fry mode. Why? Because I'm going to dry it up a little bit, and then I'm going to add the sugar. Okay, look at that. Sugar, remember I say it's up to you how much you want to put, right? So if I checked mine already, I put about 4 teaspoons. Okay, if you like more, you put more. If you don't like, you put less. Oh yes, I forgot to mention why I use green apple. Why? Because I think those who have tasted it, this green apple has got a sour tinge by itself. So it balances the sweet and sourness. Then you don't have to use lemon, as I saw in many other recipes that I have researched. Okay, so green apples, red apples also can. So I even put on my recipe, right? I say green or red, or you can cham cham. What is cham cham? Cham cham means mix, okay? So, okay, look at this, just give it a stir. Oh, right. If you like to have some apple pieces inside, it's okay. If you don't like, you just, cook it a bit longer and then mash it up, okay? Okay, tasting time. Oh, yes, I forgot to tell you one thing. You know this thing? It's actually the apple corer. So what I bought it for is because I bought this, and then I will push it in, and then I turn, right? One word of advice. Buy a good quality one. What happened? If you can come nearer, I show you, okay? It got so twisted. So twisted. When I turn it, and then also this part, very hard to turn because it's metal, and then all the sharp edges here. I have to use a cloth to hold it. Then I realized, must have a good quality one, okay? So if you can have a good quality one, you just core the apple by putting this in, and then you turn it. Then the whole core will come out in the middle. Okay, if don't have, just do the way I tell you. Okay, so I laugh at myself. Use until the thing koyak, bengkok, crooked. Okay, so get a good one, right? Okay, so now I'm going to scoop up. Okay, I can off, you see? I can off the power already. You see, it's drying up. Look at the color, it's so beautiful. Okay, I just take out some to show you for those who like it plain as it is. This is already done, okay? Done, Okay, done. Well, you can actually put the sauce like that. I think a bit too much, Okay, you can either put it at the side, or you can put it over it. Okay, that's the applesauce, yeah? Okay, my little stick is a bit too small, okay? But, okay, what do I do with the rest here? Okay, chop, garlic pop. Throw in my mint leaf, okay? Right. And then if you don't want to cut, you want to put like that, also can, okay? And then, of course, my cloves and my... Can you smell? Can you smell the mint? Wow. Okay. And then my little cinnamon stick, I just put a small one, and I put a few pieces of the cloves, okay? And then let it cook for a while. So we have a different version. You can smell the spices. Yeah? Okay? Right. Wow, my recipe is done. So fast, so simple, so easy. I need the small bowl. Yeah. Oh, I think it's here. Just a minute, Okay, right. Let me just scoop up. Okay. And of course, you can bottle it and then give it to your loved ones as a Christmas present. There, over there, right? Okay. So this one is the one with the cinnamon stick. Okay, look. And this one is the original. Okay. And of course, this is what I told you, right? You can bottle it up and bottle it up. This one is the one with the cinnamon. And then this is the one that is plain. See? This makes very good present. So your Christmas present, your Christmas snack, and then your Christmas sauce, all done. Easy, right? Okay. As usual, I really love to hope that you all will go and try, and then you share with me what you have done and how else you can use it for. Okay? You can share with me on my Telegram chat. Okay? All right. So that's all I have for you today, and enjoy your meal. Okay? Bye. See you next time.